Hello everyone, this is Miss Chelsea and today we will learn how to find domain and range in real-world situations. So first of all, let's look at the process. To determine domain and range in applied context, a series of decisions need to be made. First, is the situation continuous or discrete? Continuous domain and range is used in situation where parts of a variable make sense. Working 15.25 hours in a week is reasonable. Discrete domain and range is generally used in situations where whole units are required. 100.83 people will not attend a fundraiser, so integers should be used in this case. Then decide, is the situation limited by its real-world constraints? For example, many values will only be positive in the real world, or the problem is only interested in outcomes over a specific period. Finally, if the domain is restricted, you need to decide, do the output values of the range correspond to the domain restrictions? So using a function rule, equation, graph, or table, you can check the reasonableness of your domain and range. Let's try some examples. In example 1, Fatima works as an intern at a construction company, earning $10 per hour. Her office is open 8 hours per day, 5 days a week. Analyze Fatima's earnings for the 12 weeks she interns at the company in this summer. Let's begin by writing a function rule to model the situation. We want to know f of x equals blank. Well, if f of x is her earnings and she earns $10 per hour, then we need to multiply 10 by x, the number of hours. F of x equals 10x. In this case, the independent variable, or the variable that we decide, is the number of hours she works. And then the dependent variable, the one that depends on the independent variable, is the earnings. Remember, the independent variable is the input and the dependent variable is the output. Now that we have our model, let's decide, is the situation continuous or discrete? Well, the situation is continuous. Why? Because Fatima can work parts of hours. For example, it is reasonable for Fatima to work 22.5 or 22.5 hours. Next, we must consider, are there any restrictions on the independent variable? If so, identify the minimum and maximum values. Well, Fatima cannot work less than 0 hours. That means her hours worked have to be positive. And for the max, well, her office is only open 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and she's interning for 12 weeks. That means the maximum number of hours she can work is 8 times 5 times 12, or 480. So yes, there are restrictions. The minimum is 0 and the max is 480. Are there any restrictions on the dependent variable? If so, identify the minimum and maximum values. Well, let's try this out. If we plug in 0 to our equation, then f of 0 equals 10 times 0, which is 0. And if we plug in 480, we get f of 480 equals 10 times 480, which equals $4,800. Therefore, her pay should be between 0 and $4,800. So yes, there are restrictions to the dependent variable. Let's fill in the blanks to write the domain and range of the situation. The domain is the set of inputs or independent variable values. So 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 480. The range is the set of all possible dependent variables or outputs. Therefore, 0 is less than or equal to f of x is less than or equal to 4,800. Finally, write a verbal description of the domain and range of the situation. Here, the domain is all real numbers greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 480, while the range is all real numbers greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 4,800. Now let's look at another example. The dance team booster club ordered 150 rose stems to sell at the spring dance showcase. The Booster Club purchased the roses wholesale for $75 and is selling each rose stem for $5 at the spring showcase. If the function f of x equals 5x minus 75 represents the Booster Club's potential profit, analyze the Booster Club's potential profit from their flower sale. First, we must identify the independent variable. In this case, the variable that we are deciding is the number of roses sold. Then we're going to identify the dependent variable. In this case, the profit depends on the number of roses sold. What is the minimum value of the domain, and explain how you arrived at this answer. Well, you cannot sell less than 0 of an object, so the number of roses should be positive. What is the minimum value of the range, and explain how you arrived at your answer. In this case, the minimum value is -75. The initial cost to purchase the roses is $75. So if the Booster Club doesn't sell any roses, they will have a $75 loss. Now, what is the maximum value of the domain, and explain how you arrived at your answer. In this case, the Booster Club only ordered 150 rose stems to sell, so they cannot sell more than they have. If the Booster Club sells all of the roses, they will make a profit of f of 150, which equals 5 times 150 minus 75, or $675. So this is the maximum value of our range, and this situation is discrete because it is reasonable to sell whole flower stems, not parts of flower stems. So selling 2.35 flowers is not reasonable. Now let's try one final example. The total cost for a school to purchase laptops for a classroom going one-to-one with technology can be found using the function C of n equals 259n plus 19, where n is the number of laptops purchased. A teacher expects at least 18 and at most 25 students to be enrolled in his class. Let's start by making a table representing the situation. Make sure to include the minimum and maximum domain values. Well, he said that the minimum is 18 and the maximum is 25. So we're going to make a chart of n, or number of laptops, and C of n, the cost of those laptops. We are then going to fill in that chart for n values of 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25, because it is not reasonable to have partial number of laptops. To fill in this chart, we will take 259 multiplied by n, for the first one 18, and add 19 to get 4,681. We will repeat this with the other numbers to get 4,940, 5,199, 5,458, 5,717, 5,976, 6,235, and 6,494. We next decide whether the situation is continuous or discrete. In this case, the situation is discrete because the school can only purchase laptops in whole units. It does not make sense for the school to purchase 8.25 laptops, for example. Then we look at what is the domain of the situation. In this case, it's only the numbers 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then we identify the range. In this case, the only possible values for the range are the C of n values. 4,681, 4,940, 5,199, 5,458, 5,717, 5,976, 6,235, and 6,494.